Hello and good morning. Welcome to class 1061. A lot of classes, so we have a lot to do today. And today is a good day for me. It's very early in the morning, but I'm optimistic about today. Everything's going to turn out great. Everything is going to turn out, girar fuera. See, turn out. No girar dentro. Turn in, no. Turn out means todo va a salir bien hoy. A mí, a ti no lo sé. But if you have a good attitude, if you're naturally optimistic, in general, things usually turn out fine. Lady Luck smiles. La dama de la suerte, también Dios. Dios and the Lady Luck smile on me, and they will smile on you if you have a good attitude, a good perspective, a healthy outlook. Outlook is perspectiva. Perspective is más de cámaras como Marte, las perspectivas. Yeah, but for me, it's the outlook on life. So you say, your outlook on life, my outlook on life, his outlook on life means the way the person approaches life. Emotionally, rationally, intellectually, etc. To enjoy life. Yeah, Macbeth. Aquí decís Macbeth. Macbeth, ¿te suena, no? No, es Macbeth. Aquí también se dice Vermont, para el estado. No, es Vermont. O sea, Macbeth vive en Vermont. No, Macbeth lives in Vermont. Macbeth lives in Vermont, okay, which is not true. Macbeth lives in Scotland. But in any case, when Lady Macbeth dies, muere primero la Lady Macbeth, Macbeth sits down and philosophizes. And his philosophy is life is but a walking shadow. La vida no es más que una sombra que camina. Wow. Life is but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage. Un pobre cómico que se pavonea, agita su hora en el escenario. And then is heard no more. Y ya no se le oye más. O sea, desaparecido y olvidado. Yes, that's Macbeth's opinion about life. Y luego sigue. And he continues. It's a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Es un cuento narrado por un tarado lleno de aparato, fragor y furia, que al final no significa nada. La vida. It's very pessimistic. It's probably the most pessimistic quote, cita literaria, literary quote, in the history of literature. However, I like it. And I'm not pessimistic, I'm optimistic, but I like it. Because my decision is, okay, Macbeth, maybe you're right. Maybe life is a walking shadow. Maybe life is a tale told by an idiot that signifies nothing. Maybe it's correct. Maybe it's pavonear, pero me voy a pavonear con ímpetu y alegría. Voy a marear al bueno de Macbeth y a los pesimistas, de la nobleza, la intemporalidad del hombre y de la vida. Come on. Yeah, it's your attitude. Marta was putting on the makeup today. Before we started, Marta was pum. Que tengo una boda mañana en Alcalá de Henares, etc. And it was funny because as I was waiting, we were talking, and I was thinking about Macbeth. Yeah, and thinking about things. And looking forward to doing this program. And it's simply to be with a positive attitude. With a positive attitude, things start to fall into place. Las cosas caen en su lugar. Things fall into place with a positive attitude. La dama de la suerte te sonríe. Lady Luck smiles on you. Hasta te ayuda. Ahora, she helps you sometimes. She, vamos, ya está. Okay, and she opens the doors for you if you have a positive attitude. If you don't, life is much more difficult. Okay, gain fluency. Page 75. In the middle, paragraph 676. Este es el entrenador de un equipo de fútbol. En la final de la Copa Mundial, de los Mundiales de Fútbol. Durante el descanso. Okay, everybody. Ya está. Okay, everybody. This is our last chance. This is our last chance. Either we score 3 goals in the second half, or it'll be the third time our country loses the World Cup final. Go out and score some goals. Salida, marcar goles. Go out. Go out means go back to the pitch. Go back to the field and score some goals. Apparently no, definitely, the score is 3-0. And this country has played in 2 World Cup finals, and they have lost both. And this will be the third. If they lose, and they're losing now 3-0. 3-0, dicen los británicos, 3-0. What country has lost 3 World Cups? I think the Netherlands, Holanda. The Netherlands lost against Argentina in 1978. The Netherlands lost against Spain in 2010 in South Africa. Y hay uno más. The last one was Argentina. The last one was Argentina, Germany, I believe. No, Argentina, France, in Qatar. Argentina defeated France. But the one before, I can't remember. I think the Netherlands has lost 3 World Cup finals. Pobres. Someday they'll win. And so this probably is the Netherlands coach. But in this case, they're behind. They're behind. ¿Están detrás? No. Van a la zaga. Rezagados. 3 goles. Yes, at the end of the first half, the score is 3-0 in favor of the other country. And the coach, el entrenador, the coach, is in the dressing room with the players for 15 minutes. And he says, okay, everybody. Yo digo, okay, guys. So you think guys, pero vosotros, o sea, oídme. Okay, guys, listen to me. Okay, everybody, this is our last chance. This is our last chance. O marcamos. Either we score 3 goals in the second half, or. Either we score 3 goals in the second half, or it will be the third time our country loses a World Cup final. Go out and score some goals. A por unos goles. Go out and score. Score is marcar. Score. Sí, escrito score. Score. Score también es el tanteo, resultado de un partido. What's the score? Cuando aquí se dice, ¿cómo va el partido? ¿O quién gana? ¿Quién está ganando? En inglés, casi siempre, what's the score? ¿Cuál es el resultado? What is the score? What's the score? 3-0 for the moment. So these poor fellows, they have to go out and concentrate, focus, score some goals. It's not easy, but it has happened. I remember a game between Barça and Atlético de Madrid. Probably 1994, 1995, 1996, when Pantich and Simeone, Caminero, and etc., these players, some of the playing, I can't remember the names now. They were a very good team. They won the league one year. They won the doblete, I think, one year in the 90s. And there was a game between Creo que Schuster ya estaba con Atlético. I'm not sure. But it was between Barcelona, and it was in the Vicente Calderón here in Madrid, which doesn't exist anymore, but in any case. And Romario was the striker for Barcelona. And in the first half, Romario scored 3 goals. A hat trick. A hat trick, Romario, in the first half. So, Atlético de Madrid went to the dressing room, vestuarios, losing 3-0. 3-0, dicen los británicos. Nulo. Nil. N-I-L. 3-0. In the second half, Atlético scored 4 goals. I saw it on television. Wow. I'm not necessarily colchonero, ni merengue. Eh? I'm not anything. I like good football. But wow, that was very well done. And the final goal was Caminero, I remember. Caminero made the final goal. In any case. So, okay, everybody, this is our last chance. Either we score 3 goals in the second half, or it will be the 3rd time our country loses a World Cup final. Go out and score goals. Go out and score some goals. Marca algunos goles. All right. Got it? Understand? All right. Next one, 677. Page 75. I've tried everything. I've tried everything. I've tried everything. Intentado todo. En español diríais, creo, lo he intentado todo, con el lo, pero en inglés no. Si dice lo he intentado todo, es que he probado y he catado todo. I've tried everything. Pepinillos. I've tried everything. I've tried everything. Entonces, I've tried everything de intentar. Decimos en inglés, he intentado todo. Sigo diciéndolo mal así, en español. I'm still with English. I've tried everything. I've tried, he probado hablando con el marido. I've tried talking to the husband. I've tried talking to the wife. I've tried talking to their lawyers, sus abogados. I've even tried talking to the judge, señor juez, señoría. There's nothing more we can do. I give up. I throw in the towel. I've tried everything. I've tried everything. I've tried talking. He intentado hablar. Bueno, he probado hablando mejor aquí. I've tried talking to the husband. I've tried talking to the wife. I've tried talking to their lawyers. My lawyers? No, their lawyers. I've even, he incluso intentado o probado. I have even, mucho V inglés aquí. I have even. I've even, Stephen, I've even tried talking to the judge, el juez, o la jueza. You know, about, long time. About 15 years ago, 15 years ago, I had a conversation with a very famous female judge. I remember una jueza de fama en España. Well, de renombre. And we were talking, and she said, odio la palabra jueza. Yo soy una juez. Sí, estoy poniendo jueza, creo, eh? I think so. All right. I agree with her. I prefer la juez. Y la abogado, o la testigo, no la testiga. No se dice la testiga, ¿no? Pues entonces, ¿por qué la jueza? Okay. All right. Yes. Testigo has another meaning. ¿Sabes lo que es el otro? Do you know the other meaning of testigo? En la carrera de relevos, te dan testigo. Yeah. We call that the baton in French. Baton. But I think the British say baton. But I'm not sure. Baton. Yeah. Baton. All right. So I've tried everything. I've tried talking to the husband. I've tried talking to the wife. I've tried talking to their lawyers. I've even tried talking to the judge. There's nothing more we can do. There's nothing more. There's nothing else, también nos vale. There's nothing else. Pero nothing else es no hay nada lateral. Nothing more, no hay nada adicional. Significa lo mismo. But nothing more means no hay nada que podamos añadir a esto. There's nothing more we can do. All right. Well, good luck. The next one, 678, page 75. Can you see that light flashing? Hey, can you see that light flashing in the distance? Can you see that light? Una lucecita flashing in the distance. That's Mendoza. It's Mendoza. Mendoza. That's Mendoza. En inglés se dice Mendoza, no Mendoza. Si Mendoza tendría un TH ahí. That's Mendoza telling us that the coast is clear. La costa está clara, significa no hay moros en la costa. The coast is clear, la costa está despejada. Clear es claridad, claro, transparente. Clear también es despejar, to clear. Clear the decks. O sea, despeja toda la cubierta del barco. Clear the deck. All right. The coast is clear is the expression in English for no hay moros en la costa. Claro. The coast is clear. Y tiene el mismo sentido, pero la coast is clear significa ya para contrabandistas entrar y dejar su mercancía. The coast is clear. No hay vigilantes. There's no people watching. All right, the coast is clear. Can you see that light flashing in the distance? That's Mendoza telling us the coast is clear and that we can leave the submarine and swim to shore. So we're in a submarine. You know, we're in the submarine. All right. Hey, can you see that light? Can you see that light flashing in the distance? No. Yeah. That's Mendoza. Okay. Hasta es una historia bonita, ¿no? That's Mendoza telling us that the coast is clear and that we can leave the submarine and swim to the shore. Swim to the shore. Nadar hasta la orilla. Shore. And swim to the shore. She sells seashells by the seashore. Ella vende conchas de mar a orillas del mar. She sells seashells by the seashore is perhaps the most famous tongue twister in English. ¿Cuál es el trabalenguas más usado, más corriente en español? Los de tristes tigres? Maybe. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells, ella vende, she sells marinas conchas, seashells, al lado de, by the seashore, la orilla del mar. Okay. ¿Por qué los vende? They're free. Hay shells in todas partes. But in any case, she sells seashells by the seashore. Now, can you see that light flashing in the distance? That's Mendoza telling us that the coast is clear and that we can salir del submarino. We can leave the submarine and swim to shore. We can leave our yellow submarine. All right. The next one, 679. The next to last paragraph on page 75. There are over 20 million interviews in English. This is better on YouTube. If you want to improve your listening comprehension, you have 1 million years of listening opportunities at your fingertips. Fingertips son las puntas de los dedos. Fingertips. La yema no es esta, la yema es esta, ¿no? La parte del centro. No, fingertips es la punta. Fingertips. Consumé con yema, siempre con. All right. Fingertips. At your fingertips, lo tienes a tu disposición, delante de ti, a tu antojo, at your fingertips. You have books at your fingertips. Buy them. Y aquí, the interviews. If you go into YouTube, and you say interview with, pones en inglés, interview with, y luego la letra A. Yeah, automatically with Arnold Palmer, with Arnold Schwarzenegger, with Alice Buckley, with you can find 50 interviews with people whose name starts with an A. You put interview with B. Bobby Kennedy. Interview with Bob or Barry. Barry White. You know Barry White? You know the singer. Interview with Barry. You have 50 interviews, or 100 or 300 interviews. Now with a C. Interview with Cat Stevens. Interview with, and you can just listen to 1,000 interviews per month to improve your listening comprehension in English. And that's only interviews. And you can say, mejorando mis bíceps. Improving my biceps. Y hay tutoriales para un tren, But how to improve your biceps, how to improve your triceps, how to improve your pectorals, how to improve your midsection, how to improve your leg strength, how to improve your voice, and how to sing. You can watch anything. There's so much. And if you like politics, ideologies for the people left wing, right wing, and things. So you can find on the internet. Pero con entrevistas, there are over 20 million interviews in English on YouTube. If you want to improve your listening comprehension, you have a million years of listening opportunities a tu disposición, at your fingertips. Ahí, para ti, como estos lápices. 1, 2, 3, at your fingertips. You have a million years of listening opportunities at your fingertips. And it's true. Querer es poder. Es mucho más aplicable hoy en día para aprender un idioma que cuando yo tenía tu edad. Really, it's incredible. I had, for example, I remember Italian. Yo quería aprender italiano when I was 25. Había discos o cassettes con italiano. That was my only opportunity. Now, Jesus Christ, you have everything. You have no excuses. There are more than 20 million interviews in English on YouTube. If you want to improve your listening comprehension, you have a million years of listening opportunities, 1 millón de años de oportunidades de escucha, de audición. You have a million years of listening opportunities at your fingertips. One more, at the bottom of page 75. First of all, ¿hay un festival? No, festival no. First of all, primeramente, antes que nada, first of all, primero de todo. First of all. First of all, festival. First of all, I want to thank you for the book you sent. I've already read the first 7 chapters, and it's really interesting. I never knew that mathematics could be so fascinating. This book is about mathematics. Un libro sobre matemáticas. Yo no soy matemático. I don't like math. Oh, I hate math. Yes, wrath of math. Wrath, con W muda al principio, es ira. Las uvas de la ira, the grapes of wrath. Wrath is one of the 7 deadly sins. Pecados mortales estos. Deadly sins is wrath. Math is los mates. Las son los mates. Las mates. Okay. Las matemáticas. Okay, yeah. Las mates. So, ira de las mates. Wrath of math. However, this book, they gave me this book. A friend, a mathematician friend, wrote a book about mathematics. He said, Richard, yeah. He said, I want to sign this book for you. To my good friend Richard with all my appreciation and admiration. Toma. About mathematics. Oh, thank you, Charlie. It's about mathematics. Yeah. Well, logical, you're a mathematician. Read it. You're going to like it. Me? Mathematics? Well, me puse a leerlo y ves. First of all, primero, antes que nada, te quiero agradecer el libro que mandaste. First of all, I want to thank you for the book you sent. I have already read. Nacemos. I've already read the first 7 chapters. And it's really interesting. Wow. I never knew, nunca sabía. I never knew that mathematics could be so fascinating. Wow. Yeah. So the book is good. And those books are good too. All right. First of all, lo más importante aquí es, I want to thank you for. Quiero agradecerte lo que mandaste. I want to thank you for. And first of all, I've already read the first 7 chapters, and it's really interesting. See you tomorrow.